Hello, welcome to Tips on Teens. My name is Kent Toussaint, licensed marriage and family therapist, and I'm coming to you live on Facebook as I do every Wednesday at noon to answer your parenting questions that you send to us. We love the questions. Keep them coming. I'm very excited about today's question because it's a little different. So here we go. Are you ready? Is it okay if I ask a question? I just turned 18 and need some help with my parents. I'm from a hardcore traditional Persian family, and it's really hard getting my parents to let me do anything. I'm graduating soon, and I just want to have fun with my friends this last summer before going to college. Because I'm a girl, my parents almost didn't let me go to a college out of state, but they finally did after a lot of arguing before they said, okay. They don't seem to get things are different here, and I just want them to understand my side for once. They put so much pressure on me. How do I get them to see things differently for once? So, I love this question. Thank you, 18-year-old young woman, for checking in with us and asking your question. We're going to do our best to address this. By the way, Sherry Mankulich just checked in and said, Happy Wednesday. Sherry, happy Wednesday to you. Thanks for stopping by. So, excuse me. There's a lot going on with this question because there's a cultural divide in this family. There's the one hand, the parents see themselves as very Persian, hold to tight Persian traditions, but also this young woman identifies more American. And it was interesting because, as you know, or you may not know, just full disclosure, I'm not Persian. I did not grow up in a Persian household. I did not grow up in the Persian community. I know Persians, but that doesn't qualify me to speak eloquently about Persian culture. However, I do have someone on my staff, Kayvon Babagan, who is one of our senior staff therapists, who is Persian and did grow up in a Persian community, and we discussed and we quickly came to an agreement on how we'd address this question. So Kayvon, thank you again for your input. Always appreciated. One of the things that Kayvon brought up I thought was really interesting and made real crystal clear is he was saying that most parents are coming from a Persian country to America. They came from a country with very strict rules based on fear, where individuality is suppressed and is not the priority. Family is much more important than individuality. Where in America, obviously there's a wide range of cultural beliefs in our country, but individuality is really promoted. It's very much celebrated. So this young woman is trapped between the Persian culture of those traditions and wanting to be an individual and be with friends who see themselves as American too. So she's stuck. And what we would recommend to this young woman is to see that there are times when your parents are acquiescing to things you want. For example, they did let you commit to an out-of-state college, which you wanted and they didn't want originally. So they did see your side on this. I'm not saying that it wasn't a fight. I'm not saying it wasn't difficult, because I'm sure it is and was and continues to be. But your parents may be more open than you're giving them credit for. Just like you want them to be more open to you, you have to be more open to them, which is a big thing to ask. But the way to find the middle ground is to work together. And the way you work together is make sure that your parents are recognizing or seeing that you're honoring their traditions and that you are celebrating their traditions, and they can trust you. You know, if you go out with your friends, do they trust that you're going to be where you say you're going to go? You know, and you may say, but I'm 18, I'm an adult. That may be, but they're never going to see you as an adult until you're off and married, most likely. And that's just the way it is. You're not going to change that. You're not going to change 50 years of their life because you want something different. But you might get some. You might get some of this summer vacation or summer program you want with your friends. You just may not get all of it. Just like your parents may not get all of the control they want on you. So it's finding this middle ground between you having some freedoms, but then them also having some kind of connection with you. And the way you're going to have that is through connection. Are you connecting with them? Are you spending family dinners with them? Are you having fun with them? Are you finding humor in these situations? Helping them find humor? You know, if you're always battling, they're never going to listen. It's through connection that they will begin to listen. It's not through battling. It's not about winning this argument. If you win, you'll all lose because they're going to resent you and they're going to feel scared and they're going to pull you back in harder. Just like if they win, you're going to resent and you're going to sneak out and you can do all these things. But if we find a middle ground where we can find some humor and connection and understanding to all three of you, then you're more likely to get times to go out with friends on a Saturday night. You may not be able to stay out as late as you want, and that may be the price you pay. We don't want perfection to be the enemy of good. You know, you may have some of what you want, you just may not get all of what you want. And once you go off to college and you're at whatever university you are out of state, you're going to have a lot more freedom because they can't watch you. You're going to be in your own dorm room. You're going to be in your own place. They can't prevent you from going out on a Friday night. You can't prevent you from going to see friends. So it's going to take a lot of patience and effort, you know, and again, also building trust. Is there a history with you that you've gone places that you said you were going to go and didn't go? You know, are you not, have you built a reputation of not being trustworthy? Maybe you have. Maybe you've said, you know what, I'm a good kid, I do my homework, I go where I'm saying where I'm gonna go, and that may be true. And then you can use that as a way to calmly and lovingly and compassionately communicate to your parents, listen, I've built all this trust. I'm always where I am. I'm always go where I say I'm gonna go. I'm with the friends that you know. This is what I'm doing. You can trust me. It's through that connection and that love and compassion that's going to help your parents see your side, not angry demands. It's a lot to ask of an 18-year-old, but you are stepping into adulthood, and I encourage you to take that step bravely. But it's not easy, just like it's not easy for your parents to take that step easily either, because they're stuck in their own culture as well. So that's our question for today. I love that this was from a teenager and not a parent. Of course, parents, please keep sending your questions in. We love your questions. But 18-year-olds or 14-year-olds, you can send your questions in too. We'd love to hear them. Anyways, if you have questions, you can email us at tipsonteens@teentherapycenter.com, or you can message us right here on Facebook, and we'll get those and we'll answer your questions next week here on Facebook Live, 12 p.m. on Wednesday. Thanks again. Have a good weekend, guys. Bye-bye.